ensema etwagu na yebe pense mu ama atiefo yensem no yenko ensem no emu
no troba I go via charge myself mo $200 na why sa mo ya mo sisan ma mo obia bi nya team ni nyina go vi de tia no mo ha ye internet ni ade no Sam George ni NCA ni ade ye be ka ho asem mo ja ne na kura ye be sa mo pa mo dum light si akura ye be so phone ni ade aye why ye be so ka phone light ni ade aye show why Gobi. Na yanko ni Sam George ni Owura Sam George, Samnet George, Minister of Communication, Digital Technology and Innovation. Na oye Minister of Communication Gobi. Ana na no me wo hwa na me hunu say yes Sam George so a be foundation na foundation ne koye ayeyade ni ade yes sir and for that matter Sam George when the finance here Sam George say ono ne finance here na wo ye no na manfo na dwene na ko Sam George na me tell wodi na me say Sam George me hu say wodi partners MTN na me say partners MTN Minister of Communication and was in a foundation no MTN for na partners eti wo hwe ha MTN for logo da ase no and was say omo ye partners of the foundation tell am say okay and then na ekoso no Minister of Communication and the young say MTN a major player in the telecommunication space and the Minister of Communication no one no and now MTN a CEO no ekokosra no Daniel so wo yisam na eti yebusa se okokosra no enkomo ekoso and the man say obey partners anade ya but if we a Minister of Communication na say wo major player MTN controls about 70% of the market of a year telecommunication so any year CEO of MTN akosera Sam George now all of a sudden wabeye Sam George no you can say the foundation no any partner and it raises cause for alarm precisely if you say yes a pronkuma egu nhire na ekura na etikuma kwaduo yi na beso abribra na agoro no ehya ase emponi say communications minister timi anam so mame nkohwe say Sam George ebia na MTN for aye ne partners all this while and don't forget say Sam George say onu watu onye adwuma da apart from a year MP no odi no na onka no kurenti no ukohwe aye video bi e bebo a kire mu a oni delay ye interview in one breath ye busa ne say ne yire ye adwuma ban o se ne yire no wanya adwuma o hwe nkola and Sam George went to a year ye can say parliament a committee set up by a year act na ye beba ho kofintu ko a year act 769 and no na set up a year the NCA National Communications Authority and National Communications Authority o modwuma ne say wo mo na be regulate the space of communication telecommunication na wo mo na regulate a year MTN Telecel Airtel Tigo ni ade wo mo na regulate wo mo and NCA is under a year the Ministry of Communication so the operating minister there is Sam George. Or no exercise control by NCA. Although it's an autonomous body. But ye busa say minister na telecommunications in national. Aye nyina enim say na no krebe ye say e ba no say e internet here there. MTN say there be mumfa ni nyina ama ye na ye nche. So by every means possible, MTN is trying to stamp a authority within the space of communication. Which ya pass mrakovi. Ya pass mra sa mra no echere say per the NCA laws, no player in the game should even control more than 40%. So the government is taking steps so be reduce even the monopoly of MTN within the space. Eti ebane says a minister be no ye Minister of Communication na MTN CEO ekọ na one ne kokodi ekoya say na ade echi no be ne partner. Now there is something called corruption or perception. That is how come I say corruption perception index because some of the things about corruption it is the perception the optics of it. So you busa question say Sam George dey na can no and all of a sudden MTN for na ye be call Sam George social media page Instagram na yakohwe Daniel so wo yi no afameko na yenkohwe Sam so ayi ahanti kobi me na me se ma me nkohwe Sam George ni Instagram the foundation ni Instagram so Jata Foundation Instagram ni ani enam ho an ye ko me hu we 2022 me hu MTN partner bia ho 2023 yanko me so mo nyina mo hwe wo MTN nye partner bia wo Sam George from 2022 MTN nye partner da 2023 MTN nye partner da 2024 MTN nye partner da afa yanko page no foundation ni page yako Obi, all of a sudden, na Sam George obey minister na MTN and PM. But there is a code of conduct for a public office holders. All of a sudden, you say MTN is Sam George, a partner. Now carefully, or Shedan or say partners and not sponsors. Because Sam George is smart. So he says partners. But partner no more yede. Or more check credit. And no more internet. No more the yede. Now or the bema free. MTN were a private company. So the major interest in the world. And so be make it profit. So be make it profit there. Or be partner where they no be free more. As a Minister of Communication. Now Shraj wo a code of conduct for public officers. Shraj. Young person public officers. Now so code of conduct project in Ghana for ready. So this is the code of conduct for public officers of Ghana and the guidelines. So Embrano, even the constitution, ekas public officers any kwaso omuye bibi. Now yanko article 284 of the constitution here Article 284 of the 1992 Constitution say, a public officer shall not put himself in a position where his personal interest conflict or is likely to conflict with the performance of his functions of his office. The framers of the Constitution per Article 284. Or man can say where it only conflicts, but see it is likely. So we are trying to nip every situation where even obedient to position be a corrupt. So if a Minister of Communication NCA shana say na MTN NCA say na say ochina or see MTN ne partner. So the likelihood of conflicting the personal interest with the office he occupies, Constitution Omaya yetuma yemfamra nya hwe obi yemfamra nya hwe obi aye do pe Sam George no ono ne call for equity Sam George no ono na CS aja ono na wo ye wo china yeso so pe president ni bia di ni ade aye wo pe bia di and then Sam George say obey Minister of Communication on the regulatory MTN the MTN and the partners. So the Constitution 283 or say where now young Konian share a year code of conduct for a year public officers per shraj. So the same phrase, the person about so by a Japayenti, there be connects to where Constitution called a code of conduct and then now Public Services Commission and so amma a year code of conduct. Are we a public officer? You don't put yourself in a position where your personal interest conflict, not only conflict, but it's likely. That is the phrase. And one country says Sam George is MTN the partner. Is it not likely to conflict with the way? Is it not against the law? Does it not breach the Constitution? And we sit here, a nation without laws. That's Sam George that's to office. Sam George, what that's to office when his action is in clear breach of the Constitution. And Sam George that's to because we don't care. Now, Kofi, I didn't want to see we need to Sam George said, why the finance where the foundation. And don't forget, says now committee of inquiry anymore. A public account committee, a ministerial vetting committee, whatever committee. That's how could transfer the per the laws of our nation, you've lied on oath, and it's a perjury. And perjury is for jail sentence. For lying on oath. Now, some judge call a year vetting committee. Or call vetting committee, and we call baby. But before say Obeko vetting committee, yanko here only delay your interview be. Some few years down the lane. Yanko here only delay interview na yentia more kind. Now all of a sudden, yenti.
3. What's that? How many years? We're 10 years this year.
Oh, yeah, Danjuma.
A Juma potting, oh, yeah, or Titiama.
Oh, no, I was saying
3.
what's how many years?
We're 10 years this year.
Oh, yeah, Danjuma.
A Juma potting, oh, yeah, or Titiama.
Oh, no, I was.
Gobi. See, Sam George, a very dishonest character. Sam George say, a Juma ne yere ya ne se otite ne ma. Some few years down the lane, when the same St. George has appeared before a committee, and I don't know why the MPP part of it is still sitting down, because this is perjury.
Yes, more fire.
This is perjury. When you lie on oath in front of a committee, it is perjury.
Precisely so.
Which you can go to jail for that. Now, some judge a committee. Yanko tie the okan wo committee yo. Na yire no take note. O say na yire na dwuma wa ya ne say what it ba. Yentie the some judge can committee yo.
Of any secondary source of income?
Mr. Chairman, I'm married to a very industrious woman.
So in less than 2 years, all of a sudden, what it mano, the year now what it mano, a very industrious woman. Meaning, Sanu mailing kolau, Sanu making kolau, Sanu mentiasie. Some judge on delay show. I said the Nigeria and so what it 2 years down the lane, when he appears before a committee, some judges say, Nigeria industrious, but delay interview nibiu. Ubo we are a face up committee no denibu. Now I'm for no make your judgment.
Oh, no, I was saying
3.
what's how many years?
We're 10 years this year.
Oh, yeah, Danjuma.
A Juma potting, oh, yeah, or Titiama.
Oh, no, I was saying
3.
what's how many years?
We're 10 years this year.
Oh, yeah, Danjuma.
A Juma potting, oh, yeah, or Titiama.
Oh, no, I was saying
3.
what's how many years?
We're 10 years this year.
Oh, yeah, Danjuma.
A Juma potting, oh, yeah, or Titiama.
Oh, no, I was saying
3.
Do you have the benefit of any secondary source of income?
Mr. Chairman, I'm married to a very industrious woman.
I don't get it. Please explain.
I'm married to an industrious woman.
Okay, so please explain to her, if you say you are married to an industrious woman and that is the source of your secondary income, what exactly do you mean?
I mean, my wife takes care of me.
Very well. Do you have the benefit of any secondary source of income?
And this is a minister of state.
Exactly.
So dishonesty
Precisely.
at the highest level. Now some judge I bet you say I won't lose a sleep over somebody who is trying to be relevant. Some judge. Or no some judge. I say me ko Africa. Me. Some judge.
Very dishonest.
Now, Dr. Mamadu Baumia, and now whoever wins the MPP flag bearer, Tienier, says some judge at me the Minister of Communication. Either some will be my Council of State chair in the next government, and as a Minister of Communication, what the Beshaman Zawate, catch them because we need intellectual firepower. Be a mini Sam George, Mitiena, on carry any intellectual firepower. We were not the Muya me do, Nimuya me Hakrado, Nimuya me Hadodo.
Very dishonest person.
In one breath, Neyere Shankola, 2 years down the lane, Neyere industrious, and such a person is occupying a position like minister.
More fire.
It's the honesty, baby. So some judge because just MTN and a partner, where it is clear, it is clear. Said Adiana Wayane is likely to conflict with any position as a public officer.
More fire. More fire. More fire. More fire.
Jatane Chantro. Jatane Chantro.
More fire.
Jatano. Onye Jatabiahu. Onye Jatabiahu. Most of them member na Jatane. Onye Jatabiahu. Buabu Kronyibi. Buabu Kronyibi. We won't come. Na Jatana. Jatana. Jata. Negine Neheno. Sam George. Dishonesty.
Precisely.
And Uko a year section 211 of Act 29, which is Criminal and Other Offences Act. A camp perjury once a
More fire.
More fire. So Sam George, you've committed a crime against the state.
Precisely.
More fire.
If we are to go by what a year Article 211 of a year Act 29 can, Sam George, we are no shank 2 minutes, we are industrious.
More fire.
2 minutes, this person says MTN and partner.
More fire.